Hey, hello, and how are you? And welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. It's nice to have some new people checking in, it always is. And I hope you like what you see and I hope you stay. I'm here to do a special update on the new moon in Pisces on the 23rd of February. Now, I don't normally do new moon or full moon readings, but I think this one's, I'm getting all these messages. And this one's quite important, and it's got a different sense to it. It's got a kind of a feel of magic, if I'm really honest, about this new moon. And the lead up to it for some of us has been a little bit tumultuous because it's a releasing new moon. It really is quite a big releasing new moon. And for any of us who have been living our life and perhaps not living our life in our authentic self, it's going to be one of those new moons that could be a little bit transformative in terms of how we see ourselves. And then not just how we see ourselves, but how we see ourselves, how we value ourselves, and then how we translate that into our everyday life. So we'll be making some decisions, and some of them might be quite big. They might be quite transformative. For some of them, they'll just be clarification steps. The things to remember about us is that we're all individuals and we are all moving on our own journey, on our own pace, in our own direction. So I'm giving a general read about this. So don't expect for everyone that there's going to be this massive release and we're going to change our life. For some of it will be a clarification. For some of us, it'll be a step in the right direction. For some of us, it'll be a major change. And for some of us, it'll just be this greater sense of being far more anchored and positive about who we are as an individual and where we want to go. I'm a little bit shocked at the moment. I'm doing a lot of tarot readings for people, and so many of them are bringing up large change cards. So universally, it is quite energetic change at the moment. And what's nice is a lot of people are really embracing that and stepping forward with that. And that's a really nice feeling. And even for myself, I'm just starting to see all these changes. So I knew there was something I needed to do for this new moon. I was getting all the messages about it, but I wasn't quite sure what to do. And so what's happened is I was given a prayer. And for those of you who when you hear the word prayer, you have a strong religious association, and for some of us that might be quite a nice connection. For some of us that will not be a nice connection. I'm not necessarily talking about prayer in a religious context. I'm actually talking about prayer in terms of us completely opening ourselves up to our higher selves or the energies. Now, whatever name you want to give that. So if you want to call that God, Muhammad, Vishnu, I really don't mind. It's completely up to you. If it's Mother Earth, go for it. It's completely and utterly up to you. If you can't bring yourself to say the word prayer, then have a little think about this as a poem that you're making to your higher self or to the energies around you asking for the release. And here it is. I'll read it here, then I'll also read it again, and I'll give you some more context for it. So it goes, I accept that there is more than I know and understand. I release the need to know before I trust. I embrace the potential within my life. I open myself up to the inner knowing and your wisdom and guidance. So I repeat that again for you, and then I'll give you some more context, and then I'll repeat at the end of the session. I accept that there is more than I know and understand. I release the need to know before I trust. I embrace the potential within my life. I open myself up to the inner knowing and your wisdom and guidance. And that is the prayer or the verbal offering I want you to make. And of course, with all of this, you probably need to do this more than once. If you like to add a ritual around that with candles or incense burning or essential oils, then please do that. If you want to make a special offering and you want to do this with flowers and essence and smoke, and it's a lovely thing to do, and you can always do it at the new moon. You might need to do this more than once, and that's okay. I want you to trust your inner knowing about the right time to do this, and if you need to repeat this. And this will be with us, this opportunity, and it's a huge opportunity within the next 2 weeks from the 23rd. Now, we may not really know what's going to happen, and we mightn't be aware of what the release is. It might just be a sensation. That's also perfectly okay. Just completely go with it. Okay. So this new moon, it's about a leap of faith. And you can see that when I was working through and reading out to you the lines, it's about complete and utter trust, because the whole spiritual journey, our whole life, and particularly this time in Pisces, remember I spoke about in the reading for the Pisces seasons, it's about giving up control. This is a continuous journey where the journey is more essential than the outcome. We all kind of know what the outcome's going to be, but it's the journey that makes life important. It's the journey that gives us the essence of who we are, and it's the enjoyment, and it's the emotional understanding, but also sometimes the emotional confusion that gives us the growth and the process forward. So this new moon and the poem or the message that I'm giving you is all about just have complete faith. And this new moon is about a leap of faith. The other thing, because it's new, it's an opportunity to build, and I've been giving you all those numerologies about the 02s and how 2 and 2 becomes the master builder, and it's 0 is about potential. So let's have a think about what we've got there. So it's a great time for projects with imagination. So let your imagination run wild, visualization skills, start using those to bring things in, but do them after you've done your prayer or your poem, to make sure that what you're trying to do is really in line with who you are, your true, authentic self, not who you desperately want to be because you feel that that's who you should be, or if you were like that, then your life would be easier. The other lovely thing about this new moon is it's about accepting imperfections. We are not here to be perfect. We are here to be imperfect. The act of being human is imperfection in itself. The act of love, universal love, is being able to accept your imperfections. And in many ways, it's our imperfections more than our perfections that separate us and make us the individual we are. So it's a lovely time to be celebrating our individuality and getting in tune with and accepting, if not even falling in love with, our imperfections, and of course the imperfections of others, because Pisces is also very compassionate. So about accepting our imperfections with great compassion and the imperfections of others. It's also a new moon for consciously taking care of self. Self-love, self-nurturing is really important. Have a good look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, even if you're looking at yourself going, I'm not so happy, but tell yourself that it's okay. I love who I am. Please love who you are now and see the potential of who you can be. Everyone has potential. Everyone has enormous potential. And the last thing about this new moon is it's quite rejuvenating. So this whole sense of falling back in love with our life and who we are and the potential of life is also quite huge. Now, I've got some cards, so I'll just quickly put up some cards and just see where this is at. And I'm using shadowscapes because I love shadowscapes with the moons. Not just are they beautiful and generous, but I think they're very nice. Ah, look at that. The Fool comes out for the new moon. See? Accept, release, embrace, and be open. Leave all the baggage behind and just be a little bit free. And particularly be a little bit free of anything that is criticizing you or holding you down. This is a time to celebrate who we are and how we want to be. And I think it's absolutely fabulous. Let's see what else we've got. Nine of Cups. Make a wish. So we've got the Fool and we've got the Wish card. I was about to put the cards away. Spirit's saying one more. The other thing I'm noticing about me is I have also been going through this, a bit of emotional turmoil some days, just waking up going, I'm not feeling as good as I normally do, or I'm not feeling as content as I should be. See, that should be putting pressure on myself. So I always get drawn to meditate. And so that's what I've been going towards. Really nice cards. I was looking for one. We've got three. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about growth and seeing some harvest coming in. So that's lovely. You can't make this stuff up, I tell you. Ace of Swords. So it's all about a new beginning, about how we're thinking about ourselves. And that's what I love. And the last card, perfect for release for the new moon, is the Tower. Can't make this stuff up. Underneath the pact, which is interesting, Hanged Man. So, definitely, Hanged Man, new perspective. You are not in control of this. It's time to just release everything and just let it unfold. Give it the time to unfold. So that's the other thing about the new moon. I just want to say, don't expect to go to bed on the 22nd or the 23rd. Wake up on the 23rd and the 24th and go, oh my God, life is different. Isn't it fab? No, because there's always, you have the release and it's a lovely feeling. But then there's always this little bit of work about readjustment and realigning and how do I live this new me? How do I live this new truth? And I think that's always interesting. I'm going to do quite a few, when I was thinking about this and talking with Spirit about what's the best way to do this, they all came in and said, use the cards, use the oracle cards, because people will need these additional insights. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Okay. When they jump, they jump. Oh, look at that. Crown chakra. Crown chakra, higher self, connecting to the higher self, the higher energies. Here we are. Your crown chakra connects you to all the energy, love, and wisdom of the universe. You are within this body of greater consciousness. Be connected to your spirit. Channel the universe's energy to be the most loving and conscious soul that you can be. You are spirit here on earth. Your crown chakra connects you to the energy, love, and wisdom of the universe. You are within this body of greater consciousness. Be connected to your spirit. Channel the universe's energy to be the most loving and conscious soul that you can be. You are spirit here on earth. Be spirit, be love, and live love always. And I find that really interesting because I just finished doing a meditation, and all the way through the meditation was the message, you are loved. We love you. It was such a lovely, lovely, lovely meditation. And I put that up for Valentine's Day. And because I don't think Valentine's Day is just for amour, I think Valentine's Day, let's just break it right open and let's just share the love. Let's stop restricting love. Why do we have to restrict to love? Give the love out. Share it with everybody. Okay, so let's see what else we've got coming in. And that was the Ken Dowling, which is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful cards. And now I'm going to use Guiling. Yeah. And Guiling in Chinese Buddhism is the female, the only female Buddha. And she is also in Confucianism, she's the goddess of compassion and mercy. And she also stands for compassion and mercy in Buddhism because Confucianism and Buddhism in China have a little bit of shared crossover and heritage. Okay, let's see what comes through from the cards. Once, please. Oh, look at that. The dance unveiling. So there's definitely something that's going to be shown and released. And I think what's going to happen for a lot of us, we won't really know what that release is until after it's happened. But it's really beautiful. So there's definitely something that's going to be revealed. Blank screen. Looking at my paintings for a bit. Okay, one last one. Whoa. Oh, okay. Very, very beautiful. And what have we got? We've got eternal now. We are part of the divine now. We are part of this long, long continuum. And it's so beautiful. Stop waiting. Whatever you're needing to engage with, now is the time to engage. And it's also about living your life now, not waiting for something to happen to make your life the way it should be. First ray of power. So we are just being showered with insights and understanding and love. And there's no greater power than love. And it's so wonderful and it's so fantastic. And I really want you to connect with the love. And I really want you to see as being part of this eternal life. And it's within you now. There it is. The dance of unveiling. Crown chakra, the Fool, make a wish, the Fool, make a wish, harvest, new beginning and how we think about ourselves, the Tower, just to have that massive release, and let go of control with the Hanged Man. All right, there you are. My apologies for the phone call, but I was just so into this reading and I was really, really happy with it. So the thought of just starting all over again, I couldn't bear it. So one more time, I accept that there is more than I know and understand. I release the need to know before I trust. I embrace the potential within my life. I open myself up to the inner knowing and your wisdom and guidance. And please, please, please forgive and fast forward through the telephone call. All right. Love you, love you, love you. Take great care of yourselves. You are loved. Bye. Blank screen. looking at my paintings for a bit. Okay, one last one. Oh, okay. Very, very beautiful. And what have we got? We've got eternal now. We are part of the divine now. We are part of this long, long continuum. And it's so beautiful. Stop waiting. Whatever you're needing to engage with, now is the time to engage. And it's also about living your life now, not waiting for something to happen to make your life the way it should be. First ray of power. So we are just being showered with insights and understanding and love, and there's no greater power than love. And it's so wonderful and it's so fantastic. And I really want you to connect with the love, and I really want you to see as being part of this eternal life, and it's within you now. There it is. The dance of unveiling, crown chakra, the Fool, make a wish, the Fool, make a wish, harvest, new beginning and how we think about ourselves, the Tower, just to have that massive release, and let go of control with the Hanged Man. All right, there you are. My apologies for the phone call, but I was just so into this reading and I was really, really happy with it. So the thought of just starting all over again, I couldn't bear it. So one more time. I accept that there is more than I know and understand. I release the need to know before I trust. I embrace the potential within my life. I open myself up to the inner knowing and your wisdom and guidance. And please, please, please forgive and fast forward through the telephone call. All right. Love you, love you, love you. Take great care of yourselves. You are loved. Bye.